Hi, I'm Beatrice Ga and welcome to Rappler Talk. The heated feud between Patafa and EJ Obiena is finally coming to an end as the Filipino pole vaulter is back in the national team and will be representing the Philippines in the SEA Games and the World Athletics Outdoor Championships. EJ Obiena will be talking about what his current status is with Patafa and his plans moving forward this year. Hi EJ, how are you and welcome to
Hi,
Raptor Talk.
Hi, B. Nice to see you.
Yeah, how have you been there?
Doing good, training, finally back to what I need to be doing, catching up from the lost time. Um, pretty much in a better place, I would say.
Yes, and then I guess you return to the national team. So, like, how big of a burden was lifted from you when that announcement came?
Of course, I think it's a mutual beneficial for me and Patafa, and I think in some shape or form we both realize that it's something for the country, and let's do something that for once actually is aligned. And I think we both understood that, hey, this times needs to stop, and the feud needs to be done, and forgiveness needs to be definitely prioritized, and humility as well. And yeah, that's why we how do you say, we made it to where we are now.
Yeah, and then the official announcement said that it was for the upcoming SEA Games in Hanoi, Vietnam, and the World Outdoor Athletics in USA. For now, right? So, is that still the current status with Patafa that you'll just have a green light for these competitions, or will that include the other competitions?
To be honest, as straight as I can, I don't really know yet. I haven't heard from them. I just got the endorsement from Southeast Asian Games. I'm waiting. Hopefully, we can set up a meeting and to finally, settle things that needs to be settled, and try to streamline as much as we can. And we just need to find the right footing, and probably how do you say, start on the best foot forward and look on how we can improve both parties and be a better athlete and be a better NSA as well.
Mm-hmm. And I guess like maybe you can just talk about like what the resolution that you guys settled with also with the mediation, and this is the PSC mediation too. So yeah, like what made you want to go through the process in the end?
Well, the main reason why I wasn't in mediation the first time it was brokered, I wasn't given a platform that I was able to say my story and share my side of the things. I really have pretty much kept quiet, and I just responded and defended my name. When the Senate hearing came in, I was finally able to say, tell my piece and tell the whole story and be able to back it up with the concrete data. And after that, basically for me, it was already all said and done, and I really wanted to mediate. So I was actually already in as early as Feb 14. Like maybe a few days after the Senate hearing, I already submitted to the mediation that was brokered by PSC.
And what resolution did you guys arrive with also? And it's just between you and Patafa, or was POC or included?
Well, I'm a track and field athlete. The governing body of the Philippines is PATAFA. Therefore, I think the mediation was between me and PATAFA, and PSC being the government agency that supervises sport, was able to broker this mediation. And the agreement basically is that we definitely move past this issue and find ways to move forward, and look ahead and be able to um, how do you say, make things better, definitely, and just really try our best foot and best effort to sustaining resolution, peace, and bring more medals to the country, which is both my job and what Patafa is. How do you say, a body that's governing track and field too.
That's right. Just working towards unity, right? I
Yeah.
guess like on January, that when Patafa actually released that decision initially to drop you from the national team, like that also included Coach Vitaly. And so, how is Coach Vitaly affected by all this?
Luckily, he's not really. He doesn't. It's not that he doesn't care as much, but he's like he knows what he's done, and he knows what he who he is, and I think it also he's preoccupied more about the Ukraine and of course getting his family safe. So I would say that he really didn't put that much of I mean energy into it. He knows what he said, he knows what he's done, and from what I know, he's fine and he's okay about how. I mean, he's okay.
Okay. But then, oh yeah, speaking of like Coach Vitaly and his family, so what were you still able to train with Vitaly consistently even while the war was going on, or was it like a very like he had to like step back a little bit?
The first few days, he definitely was a little bit sa Tagalog uliro. Hindi siya masyado nakafocus, medyo magulo. Of course, I mean it's totally understandable. You have families, relatives, friends who are literally in the middle of a war zone, and yeah, we I mean we as me, my training partners, we understood that, and we gave him time, but then he's the type of guy that says, we need to work, we need to train. This is not my time. I need to focus on my work, but still, of course, he's on the phone call a lot, and as soon as the relatives and family members are out of the country and able to actually be safe, um, he was he calmed down and started to be relaxed. Of course, he's not happy in how things are going in Ukraine. Especially he has houses, and from what I heard, they've been flattened because of the war, and it's sad. Being a Ukrainian citizen, of course, it is sad for him.
Mhm. Yes, and then going back to your the result of the mediation as well. So, what is gonna happen to that case that Patafa was trying to file against you also?
I don't really know. I just know I have my clearance. COA cleared me earlier, actually March 31. That's the letter. Received it a few days after. I mean, basically everything is in order. So I don't know. From as far as I'm concerned, everything, all the paperwork that I submitted are all in order.
All right. So this COA clearance, is this the ticket to actually like getting you back on the national team? Also, like just like also like resolving your issues between you and the Patafa officials. Is that what the COA clearance would mean for you?
To be honest, personal level, the commission and audit report is basically a closure for me. Um, I'm still thinking if I should, this pretty much made me whole, and this showed that there were no how do you say ill intentions, and I didn't submit any fraudulent or any kind of documents that shouldn't be submitted. Basically, for me, it's just closure. I think the relationship between me and Patafa has been how do you say reignited during mediation, and I think that's something that we are supposed to be working towards, and I hope to definitely move forward from that. This COA clearance doesn't affect my relationship with Patafa, as going into mediation, I had that mindset already, and I think it was being very clear that the mediation is more of a um, it's a it's not about who's right or wrong, and it's not about numbers and the reports. It's more like reconciliation, and definitely um, how do you relationship rebuilding. I guess that's the best way to say it. So as far as relationship wise with the officials and the members of Patafa, I think after mediation, that is our first step to moving ahead and working together.
Were you able to also speak with Sir Philip Wico also after everything just happened?
Yeah, of course. We were in a Zoom call and we talked. I think we maybe not a lot of people know, but I called him a couple of times. I initiated calls, and I, of course, um, being an athlete, I needed to understand, and I'm hoping to comprehend the decisions that were made. And yeah, during mediation, we talk, and it's a process, definitely.
Mm-hmm. All right. I guess like at least you'll have the green light to also be able to compete in the Southeast Asian Games because you will be defending your gold medal. So what is your training situation now in Europe and like even without the Pata because you had to go on months without the Patafa endorsement. So did you feel like it was still like still the same until now and then like anything that changed with your training regimen also? Oh, I think EJ is just lagged right now. Yes, he is reconnecting. So let us just wait a moment. There.
Sorry,
Hi, EJ. Yes.
it's
Yes.
terrible.
Yes, I will. Yeah, so I would just like to repeat my question also because, like, since you have meets upcoming, especially the Southeast Asian Games, World Outdoor, is there anything new with your training regimen, especially like before you had to go on months without the endorsement of Patafa, right? So did anything change now?
Well, to be honest, I'm just catching up. We lost way too much time, and definitely way too much effort were was supposed to be put in my training. I'm catching up. I need to catch up those points that I missed in Belgrade, that I was supposed to be, at least that those participation points that I missed. Um, I'm just really working hard and focusing on my craft, which I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just happy that finally I'll be able to compete, and Philippines invested in me, and finally be able to do what the investment is for, which is to compete and represent the country in these Southeast Asian Games and these competitions.
Yeah, but then it is still amazing that you were able to hit a new national indoor record of 5.91 meters despite everything that's happening. How did you do it?
I have no idea, but well, if I'm gonna be critical, I think it was something of a feat. Very lucky that I was able to do it.
Oh, I think he is reconnecting again. So let's wait a moment. It's just choppy right now over there in Formia, Italy. There is just um okay, so like a quick recap. So EJ just
I'm
said,
sorry.
all right, okay, he's back. Yeah.
God. Yeah, could you repeat just the question? I'm sorry, B.
Yeah, so okay, like just I just wanted to know like how did you do it, setting a new indoor record despite everything that was going on.
Oh, well, definitely not alone. That's for sure. Got my psychologist, got my coach, and definitely got my squad. Really, just the people who are making sure that I can still compete and I can still train somehow, of some sort. I can still, zone in when I need to. Um, Big shout out to my psychologist and to my coach, who have been very patient with how difficult it was for me and how difficult it was for them as well. And being able to do it just kind of shows, what I'm capable of. But at the same time, kind of bittersweet that I was not able to compete in Belgrade. And it's a bit bittersweet as well that despite having to being able to pull off those records, I wasn't able to represent the Philippines in the World Indoor Championship, and it's something that, of course, I can never take back, and something that's already been done and forever gonna be lost. I just hope it doesn't happen again. It's it's an experience. It's a learning experience, and I'm just taking the positive of it, that I was not able to train as good as I should be, and I was still able to jump decently. Proud of that, proud of that achievement, proud of my team, proud of everyone who have helped me be able to deal with this and still be able to do what I need to do as a pole vaulter, which is to vault.
Yes, and I guess for the context, just to give the audience some context also, like how important is the World Indoor Athletics Championships? And I think that they were also saying that you could have been the first Filipino to have participated ba or to win a medal, ganun ba?
Well, I hate to think about the what ifs and what could have happened, what not. But from my knowledge, we haven't won a medal in World Indoor Championship, and in a tennis perspective, it's like one of the Grand Slams. It's something that you, as an athlete, especially a top caliber athlete, technically should be in. And of course, it was a pain. I didn't realize how big of a hit it was until I saw the competition, watching it live in on my computer, and it sucks. It sucks to miss it. Just by context, how important it is. It's one of those meets. It's one of the meets that a must win for an athlete who of course wants to be remembered as one of the best who have ever done it. It's a meet that you want to win, definitely. It's a lot of points with ranking wise. If we're talking about ranking, it's a lot of points missing, not being able to compete there, and that could be detrimental to the following competitions that you should be joining. It's the same in tennis. If you get outside of the top 100, you need to do challengers instead of doing the ATP tour, and it's the same with us. And I lost a couple, and definitely hit me a little bit deep. It's hard. It's hard to miss that, especially knowing that I'm vying for a medal, and the what ifs, it's forever gonna haunt me, and the possibility of bringing home that medal is forever gone. Having Mondo is Mondo. He definitely set a new world record. Therefore, it's a difficult feat to beat. Tiago jumped 595, Chris jumped 590. The season I jumped 591, and I beat Tiago, a good friend of mine, on a good day. 3 out of 5 that we faced off. So those are the things that are forever gonna be lingering in my head until I hopefully be able to move on. And yeah, I just how kung gaano kasakit yung naramdaman ko knowing that I could have done something there. I wouldn't wish it to my worst enemy, and it felt like Tokyo Olympics all over again, and I hope it never happens to anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we really hope that it will never happen to you again. Also, just being denied an entry, even if you qualified. But then we have, I'm sure that you have other competitions lined up, and you finally secured your ticket also to the World Athletics Outdoor Championship. So that is one. That's also another competition where we could make history, right?
Well, that's the plan. Yeah. Right now my goal is really just to find my motivation, find that drive again. It's not an easy thing to just say, okay, I bounce off. I think I was feeding in a different, how do you say, mentally I was
Okay, I think EJ will be right back again as always. So yeah, so for a quick recap, like EJ was is just talking about talked about his like the misstint in the World Athletics Indoor Championships. It could have been he could have at least won a bronze medal also, but then yes, we will just keep praying that it won't ever happen to him again as well. Like this is something he also does not wish to his worst enemy. EJ will okay, EJ has he'll be back very soon. So he just refreshed his StreamYard also, and I guess like another like right before we were talking about the World Championships, he was just talking about his current status with Patafa as well. Like he's back on the national team, but then it's still unsure whether how he will be participating in other meets aside from the World Outdoor Athletics and the Sea Games, which he has received clearance for. But then a big news is that he received his CoA clearance, which will really be a good it's a good news for him personally. That means he is also cleared by um all the accusations regarding liquidation. And okay, so I got the news that EJ is back. Yes, you're back.
I'm so sorry. Really, my internet is terrible. Yeah, for especially for European country, I'm using my phone as a hotspot. It kind of, the connection is not the best here in the city.
It's fine. I was able to give like a maybe a 1 minute recap while you were gone of what we talked about.
My
Yes.
bad.
All right. So going back, like we were just saying that, hope, like, just bouncing off from what you were saying about the world indoor, there are other opportunities for you to make history, like the world outdoor athletics. Am I right?
Yeah, that's the goal. But at the moment, first competition is Sea Games, so I'm focusing on that and just trying to find that. I think every athlete would understand that even at the Hibilin, everyone, knowing your motivation, finding that drive, that hunger that makes you wake up every day, even if you don't want to. Feeling that again, it's a process, it's a journey. Definitely a different, a different kind of feeling after what has happened. I need to move forward. I need a closure. I need to find a um, where am I going to stand and how I'm going to continue and how am I going to look forward and actually just zone in and focus again on competing.
Mm-hmm. But then the Sea Games will be your first competition back on the national team. Like, how excited are you for it? Like, how important is it for you?
Um, Definitely important. As you said, I'm defending my title. I'm the Sea Games record holder. It's a medal for the country, and the country deserve this. It's important. I need to be there. I need to be able to compete. I need to bring my A game, and that pressure is kind of building up right now. Doesn't feel like I'm ready yet. I have a couple more days, and to be honest, weeks, just weeks, less than a month to go, to get myself ready, and I need to be there. Mentally, really be there, and I just need to find my footing, and I think it's gonna be a process, but I can promise that I'm doing my best to represent the country, and of course, I'm not gonna be there sitting around and hoping, just to get gold. Of course, I want to get that gold, and I'm gonna work on that, and I'm gonna find my way back to my groove.
Ah, definitely a process, step by step, just daily steps, right? And then I guess like what are your goals for this year now? The tides have really changed for the better. I guess that there's just a lot of good news. You getting your COA clearance, having this reconciliation. Like, do you have renewed goals already?
My goal is really to just catch up those times that I lost during that time period. that was spent in this case, and then I also need to catch up on points that I lost because I was not able to compete. Those are the immediate, I think, those are the immediate things that I am hoping I will be able to do. And I mean, I still want to jump 6 meters. I still believe I can. It's just a matter of being able to pull it out of my bag and be able to do it. That's why I'm training. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing what I can, and hopefully, I'll be able to achieve it this year. That his historic 6 meter mark.
Mm-hmm. And of course, there's also going to be the Asian Games this year. So, you're Asia's top pole vaulter. You just made the Asian record. So that's a lot of things to look forward to. And I just remembered like the 2018 Asian Games, it was your return from the ACL injury also. So
Yeah.
I guess it would be monumental also this year, right?
Would be interesting what I can do there. I missed my first one in Korea, I believe in 2014, which I qualified, and something happened in the entry list that I was not included. And then the second one is Indonesia on 2018. I wouldn't say I wasn't ready. I was as ready as I can be at that time and day, considering that I just got back from an ACL surgery. Yeah, I'm interested in how I'm gonna do this one, and I hope I'll be sent there. I hope. I mean, I believe I've qualified already, so I hope I'll be there. I hope I can actually know that I'm going because, of course, as an athlete, there's periodization and there's peaking and there's of course preparation going into the meet. Um, I hope I just get that green light and finally be able to know, okay, I have these important competition. Then I can put the calendar and okay, which meets are actually detrimental and which meets I actually need to do, and which tune-up competition would be best to fit this schedule. Those are a lot of things moving, and as an athlete, actually, we prefer to know that like a year earlier to actually plan our calendar and be able to be efficient and to do what we can.
Mm-hmm. But we're glad that sports is back, so it's never too late to also start planning, right? And I'm sure you've already like started and you've been like in the process of planning things out. And I guess for the last question, just with everything you've been through, what are your like learnings or key takeaways also, and why do you keep fighting for your cause?
I fight for what is right and for what I believe. I'm not saying that it's something that's definitely surely is correct. I'm just saying that it is something that I truly believe in and something that I truly fight for. And at the moment, I still believe in the cause that that athletes are the centerpiece of sport, and I hope that we get the support and the recognition and the respect that we deserve, especially. At this time and age, that equality is very important. And the key takeaways that was guiding me the whole throughout here is like just really knowing that there's strength in forgiveness, and the weak can never forgive. And there is definitely a funny saying. It goes like, the first to apologize is the strongest. The first to forgive is the happiest, and the first to move on is basically the happiest. And so those quotes, those philosophical phrases are something that kind of guide me through all this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to how I would be after this. I'm looking forward to what kind of a person I would become after and moving forward, and being able to really fully close the hatchet in let's see what's in store in the future.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you so much, EJ, for always representing the national athletes and also fighting for your cause. I'm sure it means a lot to those national athletes who don't have the same platform as you, to know that, these elite athletes in our country are also fighting for them also. And also wish you all the best for the Southeast Asian Games and all the competitions you have. And congratulations on finally getting clearance, and also like continuing to just reconcile with everything that after everything that just happened between you and your National Sports Association. So thank you for joining us in this Raptor Talk, EJ.
Thank you so much, me, for having me, and thank you, Rappler, for having this platform for us athletes. It's really truly thank you.
Yes. All right, for the audience and those who are tuning in, don't forget to follow Raptor Sports for more updates on EJ Obiena, our national athletes, and the upcoming SEA Games and the current UAP men's basketball that is ongoing. So thank you so much. Again, this is Beatrice Go signing off.